Good morning. Today is Friday. I'm all done today, yes. It's been too long sitting. Coffee could help. Yes, I've been sitting too long, yes. People who spend a lot of time sitting down might reduce their health risks by drinking coffee, a new study suggests. Really. Researchers from China wanted to look at the health effects of coffee drinking and time spent sitting. They looked at the health data for nearly 11,000 people in the US and followed them for up to 13 years. He just went through. Doesn't sit, huh? During the period of the study, 945 people died, including 284 from heart disease. This research team found that people who sat for over 8 hours a day were almost 50% more likely to die from all causes. That's very scary. And nearly 80% more likely to die from heart disease. That's compared to people who sat for fewer than 4 hours per day. Okay, I'll stand up and walk around every hour. Sitting for a long time has been linked to increased risk of diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, and more. I can tell that. The researchers also found that people who drank the most coffee, 3 or more cups per day, reduced their risk of death from all causes by over 30% compared to those who drank no coffee. Okay, and they were more than 50% less likely to die from heart disease. And drinking coffee even seemed to protect people from the health risks of sitting down. Coffee drinkers could sit for more than 6 hours a day and still have about the same risk of death as non-coffee drinkers who sat for less than 6 hours. Really? Is that going to the coffee maker and do that kind of activity counted? Yeah. Or do they provide it with the coffee, However, the researchers said they didn't look at the effects of different types of coffee on our health. So they couldn't be sure which type was best. They wrote that more research would be needed on this miracle drink. Questions: how long was the study period? How many people died from heart disease during the study period? By how much was the risk of death reduced for people who drank 3 or more cups of coffee a day? Discussion. What are your thoughts on the study's findings? Do you find surprising that coffee may lower the risk of death for people who spend a lot of time sitting down? Yes, very surprising. I was switching to tea, so maybe I should go back. Do you drink coffee? How many cups do you usually have at work? I try not to. I thought it's better not to drink so much coffee. So I try to have only one a day in the morning. How many hours per day do you spend sitting on average? 8. Insane. I hate it. How often do you get up and walk around when you're sitting for a long period? I try to do it every hour. For the discussion, who are the biggest coffee drinkers you know? I actually don't know. What type of coffee do you usually order at cafes? Black. No sugar, no milk. Does your country have a big coffee culture? I think so. Is coffee more popular than tea where you live? No, I think everything is fairly popular. Do you know anyone who avoids caffeine? I was